Hi everybody, Leah here with your weekly card reading starting Monday the 25th of September, and we are finishing off yet another month. It just seems crazy that September is coming to an end already. So if you didn't join me for the September meditation group, you can revisit that any time. I'll leave it open for the time being with all the information there for you. It's a really good way to connect to your intuition, to find just that peace. Our lives are so busy and crazy. There is so much going on in the external world. And meditation is a really good way to just find that inner peace, that inner voice, and that comfort that comes with that. Okay, so at the start of the week, we have the Queen of Ariel, we have the card Ask for Help from Others, and we have the Ego card here. It really feels like you're just feeling like you're a little bit caught up in just sort of the mundane, in the everyday stuff. There's just so much to do just in, to function. Taking care of the people around you, grocery shopping, working out what to have for meals every day, making sure bills are paid. It's just all of those things. It just feels like there's a lot right now that you're sort of like having to get your head around and focus on. And it's perhaps taking away from your ability to nurture yourself and take care of yourself. And so you're really being asked to come back to that center, to really find that peace. And by doing that, then not only does everything else flow, but you start to get a new perspective on what's important to you and where you want to focus your energy. Sometimes we just have to say, no, stop. I have to put myself first here. My health needs it. Just my inner peace needs it. And you know what's my life and I deserve it. So you don't need to give excuses. You don't need to give reasons. You don't need to justify taking care of yourself. Really just take a stand here and just do it. And everyone around you will either help out with that, or they're going to have to learn to stand on their own 2 feet a little bit more. So the middle of the week, you have the Knight of Michael, we have the Abundance card, and you have the Life Experience card. So this is the Tower card in Tarot, and you have that in the daily cards as well. So this is significant for you. So with the Knight of Michael there, this is you needing to make some changes, and this is really using balancing your logic with your emotion. And we have the Queen of Swords at the end of the week, which is the same kind of thing. You're using both to really make your decisions and be guided by it. To me, the Tower doesn't feel like some big thing crashing down in your life, but it really does feel like it's an overhaul of old belief systems, old habits. So if you're wanting to start something new as we go into October, if you're wanting to start a new health kick, lose some weight, just eat better, be healthier, if you are wanting to, take up a hobby, if you want to learn how to dance or play golf or whatever it is that you're wanting to just do for your own health and well-being, it's like it's time. It really is time to do that, and it will be successful, whatever it is you're doing. But in order to do that, you've got to get rid of that old stuff and just have this new perspective, new way of being. And it really feels like this new strength is coming through for you. So at the end of the week, you have the Emperor, we have the Success card, and we have the Justice card. The Justice card also fell out of the deck when I was shuffling. So for some of you, this is going to be really significant. And again, the Justice card is about standing up for yourself. It's being strong. It's knowing what is right and what is not, and ensuring that for yourself. I don't feel like, again, with the Tower as well, I don't feel like this is a big argument with someone. I don't feel like you're justifying yourself, or it's like you just have this inner strength and you're just not kind of engaging in any of that, sort of nonsense anymore. So you're really taking charge of your life. You are planning it out. You are taking that time to go within, to get really clear on your own inner wisdom, inner strength, recognizing you have everything you need to do whatever you want, and whatever you put your hand to is going to be a success. You have the Prince of Wands and the Magician card in the daily card, so two sort of magician cards there. So you're being reminded you can create your life in any way that you want. You can achieve anything you want, but you really do have to not only decide what that is, but put yourself first and allow yourself to have it. That is the very first step, knowing you're worthy of it, knowing you're deserving of it, knowing that you really want it. And then that's when you take action and you start to create change in your life that allows that to come in. So bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Gabriel, we have the Knight of Fire, and we have the Don't Stop card. So again, with the Ten of Gabriel card, this is asking for help, which we also had at the beginning of the week. But this is very much about trying to please other people. And so it's that reminder to really bring things back into checking. Okay, well, what do I need? What do I want? Where's the balance? So it's finding that balance. You might help one person a whole lot, but then they do a whole lot of things for you in return. And so it's this even balance of giving and receiving. But you might have people in your life that you are doing so much for, and they just take, and they don't give anything back. And that expectation is always there, that you will just do everything that they want. And there's no balance. And so really take a good look at that this week, and then find where you need to bring your life back into balance, because through that, then you're going to get into an alignment, and that's when you can start to create the life that you actually want. With the Knight of Fire there, you really are being asked to, to look at things really carefully. So we've got Knight of Michael, we've got Knight of Fire. Something is going to happen in the middle of the week. And actually in the daily cards, you've got the Eight of Swords there. And so this is, there can be little bumps in the road. Things are going to come up. And when you're on this path, that is when these little tests just appear to see, well, have you learnt your lessons? Are you going to go back to your old ways of being? Or are you going to look at this with a new perspective, manage it differently, and, progress in that, soul journey that you're here to live? So if something pops up in the middle of the week, and again, I don't feel like it's huge, I feel like it's a little bump in the road, just withdraw a little bit first. Take that time to go, okay, my first response may be anger or defending myself, but actually, can I just look at it from a different perspective? Can I see where this person is coming from? Can I see what this situation is trying to teach me? Just recognize it for what it is, a little bump in the road, a little test, and through that, you'll be able to look at it differently. So the cards from my healing cards for this week are the focus and grounding cards. So getting really grounded is, so important. If you start to find, particularly at the middle of the week, if you start to find you're getting caught up in what's happening around you, and and everything needs to be done, and just feeling like you're kind of going from one thing to the next and not really achieving or completing anything, go outside, take your shoes off, stand on the grass, just allow yourself to ground. Be around salt water if you can get to the beach, or have a saltwater bath. Any of those things are going to help to ground you. Eat lots of veggies, can really help with this as well. And then through that, then you're from this centered, grounded place that then you can focus on what it is you want to achieve, where you're headed, what you want to do, and what's important to you. The essential oil for this week is Bergamot Mint, and this is the oil of a revived heart. So it's very uplifting and yet calming at the same time, and it can really help to balance your emotions while allowing you to feel inspired and excited for what is next. So it can really it feels like coming home to your true self, to that knowing inner strength. And it really feels like as you go into the rest of the year, you're going to put yourself first. And for some of you, I'm feeling like finally is coming through on that. The Law of Attraction card for this week is, what if Source was standing in my physical shoes? And it says, it is not your job to make something happen. Your work is to simply determine what you want. If we were standing in your physical shoes, our attention would be upon bringing ourselves into alignment with the desires and preferences that we have launched. We would consciously feel our way into alignment. So trusting how you feel. If something's happening that makes you feel angry or hurt or resentful or just a bit off, listen to that, pay attention to that, really trust in it, that it's not right for you. You're not in alignment when you're feeling that. If you feel good, if it feels heart-based, if you are not reacting to things, if you're able to look at different perspectives and have more understanding of what's happening around you, then you're in alignment, and through that, good things can come to you. If you're out of alignment, then obviously whatever you're attracting is not in alignment either. So really, really important. Get grounded, get clear on what it is that you want, and get rid of all that old stuff that's holding you back, and start manifesting what you actually want. Putting yourself first. That is really the message for this week. Put yourself first. Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye.